BodyBags, where horror lies.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BodyBags. It's week 164, and I'm your Sunday host, Bourgie86. Here on a Friday, though, yes, I am doing a fill-in review right now because you and your horror movies, aka Matt, he had something that came up, like a personal issue, and he couldn't do his video on time. It's very okay for Matt to take a day off once in a while because he rarely takes a day off from doing reviews here, so I didn't mind doing a fill-in review for him today. So hope everything's all right, Matt, and I'll see you next week, buddy. The film I got for you guys today is a film from 1967. It was released in the States in 1969. This film has a very interesting history, I might add. And since it's a fill-in review for Matt, I decided to do a kaiju film / creature feature because he's the creature feature expert of our channel. So it's fucking awesome that I decided to do a kaiju film because, like me, I'm a huge kaiju lover, like Matt is. And that, of course, goes by the title of Yongary Monster from the Deep. Yes. If you don't know about this film, this is actually a Korean kaiju film. A lot of the kaijus first started out in Japan, and this was like their attempt to do like a Godzilla knockoff. Now, the main plot of this one, they're doing like this nuclear test, and they drop this bomb in Korea. And then these earthquakes start happening, so what they decide to do is send up like a space probe to try to lay out the land and shit and see what is going on with like why it's causing all these earthquakes. And unbeknownst to them, the nuclear test actually awakened this creature known as Yongary, which is this guy right here. He's like a very weird looking kaiju with like a giant horn on his side and fins. And he is awoken and he starts havoc on like Korea and stuff and destroying buildings, you know, the usual like kaiju stuff. So it's up to the Korean government to try to figure out how to stop Yongary before it is too late. That is pretty much the main plot of this one. Now, my thoughts on this film. Now, if you haven't seen this before and you don't know anything about its history, what it actually ended up happening is the US version of this film is actually the only intact, full-length version of this film. Because what ended up happening was when they first announced that to get rights to the US and US wanted to make their own version of the film, Korea decided to actually send them the actual film negative, not like a copy of it. So they ended up snipping and throwing away like certain scenes of the original version of this film and making their own version. So the Koreans didn't have like an extra copy, so even if you wanted to like check out Yongary in Korea, you can't. There is like a 40-minute version of like the original Korean version out there, but it's still not enough because this is like the full film. Now, I like how Yongary looks and stuff. He has like this very intense look. I know on like this Blu-ray cover, he's actually green. He's actually more of like a reddish, like pinkish, like purplish kind of color. And of course, I like the differential area of him from like, say, like a Godzilla film. He actually kind of reminds me of like Baragon from the Gamera film from same time period, Gamera versus Baragon. But besides like not having like a huge dorsal fin like that creature does. And really cool like effects for like you know, like the suitmation effects. I like how the buildings and stuff look. It looks really good. There is a few goofy scenes in this film though that I really wish it wasn't in like these type of like standalone monster films. And I blame like the Gamera films for like this, the early Gamera films, because there's a scene where like there's like this child hero type character, and Baragon starts actually like becomes friends with him and shit in the middle of the film. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then he does actually like this weird fucking crazy like some dance moves. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, Yongary? You know what I mean? But I really do enjoy this film, especially with knowing like the back history of it and stuff. And I like how this film ends and how Yongary actually, well, spoiler, you know how like most of these kaiju films end. They stop him. That's pretty much. I like how that happens and how it goes down. But yeah, really fun, and the effects are cheesy because young Gary actually breathes fire in this film, and when he's fucking breathing fire, you can actually see like the fucking blowtorch from the fucking thing coming out of the mouth and shit. But I still highly enjoy this film. It's still a fun ride, especially if you're a fan of kaiju cinema. And I do recommend this release from Kino Lorber. It's really fucking good and has a audio commentary with film historians of kaiju expert Steve Raffel and Korean film expert, I don't want to butcher this guy's name, King Song-ho, I believe that's how you pronounce it. They go into depth like about the history of this film and like its Korean history and the way the film was progressing and how the film ended up and the history of it from after it was released. Really great commentary, and of course this comes with trailers, and the transfer is phenomenal, I have to say, because this release had like an alpha video release, and you know how those are. I know it had like an MGM DVD release too, but I'm not actually sure how that transfers. It was probably a lot better than the alpha video one. That's pretty much, if you upgrade anything from alpha video, it's fucking amazing anyways. So yeah, if I had to rate Yongary, I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. Not the most perfect kaiju film at any means, but it's still hella fun, and I still do enjoy it at the end of the day. So 7 out of 10. Alright guys, that's it for this review. I'll be back, of course, Sunday for my regular day, so I hope you're there, and I'll see you then, guys. Peace out.